Hey guys, it's me, Eric Creel, the Reviewer King in established 2002, and it's time to do a review on the very first DreamWorks animated movie I've ever seen in my life. Yep, the very first DreamWorks animated movie starts with the letter A. The answer is Antz. Let's get started. We have Z, who is supposed to become an ant worker, well, due to the judgment, who wants to do a wrecking ball thing, but can't. Z had a less mistake, but suddenly Z can do some working for its colony, and then Z meets that one with a muscular ant thing, and then also Z meets Princess Bala, which Z's wants to meet Bala to give it a dance. And then suddenly happens when Z, who wants to become a good one with this one. And then suddenly happens when Z and Bala want to help. And then when Z wants to talk to the muscular ant to talk some war things like that. And then when Z joins the war for give the debut of World Warrior like this before, and then suddenly happens when Z is hiding something. And then when Z helps out, when Z who want to help with Bala, who want to get outside, and then when Z and Bala saw some steaming hot on the magnifying glass, who wants to run away to avoid the steamy hot magnifying glass. And then when Z and Bala want to find a way for a new kind in Insectopia. And then when suddenly happens is when Z and Bala, who want to find a way to woke up in the morning time with Bala and Z. And here's in Insectopia. And then suddenly happens is they meet with the wasp. And then suddenly happens is when the human thing who wants to squish out the ants but it can't, it's been freedom to help. And then when one with a villain who want to talk about muscular ant, and then when Z and Bala who want to take a good date in Insectopia. And then suddenly happens is they're doing in the camp. And then when some of the ants who want to help face without the colony. And then when Bala joins in to come back to the colony, when Z who wants to come back to the colony, and then Bala get helped, finally helped for freedom, and then Bala finally fell in love with Z. And then suddenly happens is when the ants are shook up soon when colony gets flooded. And then when suddenly happens when Z and Bala are finally helped. And then when Z finally get out of the colony, and then suddenly happens when some of the ant flyer thing who want to help with Z, and soon the villain gets defeated. And then when Bala finally helps with Z, and then the muscular ant says, "You're an ant!" And then, and that's it for the plot, and that's the rest of the plot when ODR ants have been saved. So, what I mentioned about Antz, released in 1998. Ah, yes, one of the most underrated animated masterpieces I've ever had in my life. The first time I watched that on Nick at Night at my Spectrum cable box. I woke up early in the morning. And then, it's great. The animation, so classic. And this is the very first DreamWorks animated movie I've ever seen in my life, period. The story, very cool. the characters, we have Z, the main character. He's awesome, played by the legendary Woody Allen. And then we have Princess Bala. She's awesome, played by the legendary Sharon Stone. And then we have the Muscular Ant, one of the best main character I've ever seen in my life. And then here we have the villain. And the rest of the ants look so awesome, including the bugs. They are awesome. And the rest of the bugs are so awesome, including Wasp. They are awesome. And then the rest of the characters look so awesome, including some Harry Gregson Williams and John Powell's music scores. They are awesome. So, do I have issues or negatives? No! One of the best things for the very first DreamWorks animated feature is such a good start to the animated history. Overall, it gets like a 10 out of 10. And it deserves the seal of epic masterpiece. So, I reviewed the very first DreamWorks animated movie I've ever seen in my life, leading up to the 39th DreamWorks animated film, which is The Croods: A New Age. So, bye!